Alright, good afternoon ladies and gentlemen, my name is Joe, and this is Joe Plays Games, and you're in for a treat because this is definitely one of my favorite games to play of all time. This is Fallout New Vegas, and so there's really not much to say about it. It's just a fantastically put together game. I've got hundreds of hours sunk into this game, even well before I bought my PC. I played it a lot on my Xbox back in the day, but just recently got it on my PC, so I figured I'd do a nice series on Fallout New Vegas. So without further ado, let's get started. All right, in the intro. Nah, let's skip it. I have the courier stash installed. I know a lot of people may not really like having it because it kind of makes the beginning a little too easy.
You're awake.
I don't really
How
use
about
it too
that?
much, so it's not really a factor.
Whoa, easy there. Easy.
I'll actually stash most
You've
of
been out
those
cold
items
a
in
couple of
the
days now.
in a
Why don't
box
you just
before we get
relax a
started.
second?
Hang on.
Get
Let me get subtitles on. And as you can see, playing on hard mode. Nice little
your bearings.
balance for the game. No, it's not on audio. It's under display, I believe. General subtitles. There we go.
Let's see what the damage is. How about your name? Can you tell me your name?
My name is Joe.
I can't say it's what I'd have picked for you, but if that's your name, that's your name. I'm Doc Mitchell. Welcome to Good Springs. Now, I hope you don't mind, but I had to go rooting around there in your noggin to pull all the bits of lead out. I take pride in my needlework, but you'd better tell me if I left anything out of place. How'd I do?
Oh, absolutely awful. Here we go. Let's take a look. All these characters usually end up looking like, you try and make them yourself, they look like melted, you know, Barbie dolls if you took a magnifying glass. So I usually just do this guy preset and just changes hair style. Let's go with Unsettler. That one's pretty standard. Hair color, let's make it brown. And facial hair, let's do survivalist. There we go. Like he's been out in the wild wastes for a very long time. Yes, I'm sure.
Well, I got most of it right anyway. Stuff that mattered. Okay. No sense keeping you in bed anymore. Let's see if we can get you on your feet. Good. Why don't you walk down to the end of the room? Over by that vigor tester machine there. Take it slow now. It ain't a race.
Okay, and this is usually about the time that I start going around and loot everything in Doc Mitchell's house, just because it's just easy money. Take all that. Can't make that stuff just yet. I will take all that. Let's see. Any other things?
Looking good.
Whatever it is, just take it.
Go ahead and give the vigor tester a try. We'll learn right quick if you get back all your faculties.
Alright, so here we go. This is how I'll usually do a character build, and you can do what you want normally, but I mean, and I'll go into explaining it. But melee affects your, or strength affects your melee unarmed inventory weight capacity, your overall damage output with those weapons, and your weapon effectiveness. So, the bigger the guns that you use, the more effectively you'll be able to aim with those. Perception affects skills like explosive lockpicks, energy weapons, and your accuracy while using VATS, and also how far you can see away on your compass. Endurance affects your unarmed skill and your survival skill, and the amount of health you get, and your overall resistances to taking damage. Charisma, everyone agrees, is the dump stat. It only affects your barter and your speech skills, but you can always just boost those when you level up anyway. And your companion nerve. Your companion nerve is, I believe, what goes into effect when your companions are fighting enemies. They'll do more damage, I believe, and have more health. Companions in this game are pretty overpowered to begin with, so you don't really need to worry about that. Intelligence affects your science, repair, your medicine, and also how many skill points when you level up. Agility affects your guns, your sneak, your action points. And luck does everything. It does your critical hits. So this is how I usually build a character. I'll go with 3 strength, 5 perception, 1 charisma, 9 intelligence. I'll go 8 agility, 7 luck, and 7 endurance.
Huh. Must be some frontal lobe damage.
And he says that every
Your
time,
vitals are good.
because I have really low charisma.
What do you say you take a seat in my couch and we go through a couple of questions? See if your dog can still bark.
Nope. Whoops. Not what I wanted to do. Sorry. Let's just sit down. And the most pointless conversation in the game.
I'm gonna say a...
Yes, 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 yes. I agree. I agree to everything. And this is why you can just tweak things around to your liking. And I'm gonna boost guns, lockpick, and we'll do speech.
Before I turn you loose, I need one more thing from you. I got a form for you to fill out so I can get a sense of your medical history. Just a formality. Ain't like I expect to find you got a family history of getting shot in the head.
Now, whenever I build a character, I'll always do good-natured because it's easy, free points to your non-combat skills. So it'll give you a boost to all, like barter, medicine, repair, science, speech. Gives you a -5 to your combat skills, but it doesn't matter because you'll be distributing points into this anyway. And another one that I like to take, and this might be a little bit controversial, but skilled. What happens when you take skilled is you gain -10% experience points for every action you take, but you gain a +5 point to every skill. So usually by the end game you'll be hitting the level cap anyway, so you don't really need to worry about the experience points, and I think it's justified in that regard, so I'm gonna go ahead and take that.
Alright, I guess that about does it. Come with me, I'll see you out.
Alright, and you can actually talk to him right here.
Here,
Not many people know
yours.
that, and instead of
That's
having
all you had
him
on you when you was brought
walk
in.
over to the door.
I hope you don't mind, but I gave the note a look. I thought it might help me find a next of kin. But it was just something about a platinum chip. Well, if you're heading back out there, you ought to have this. They call it a Pip-Boy. I grew up in one of them vaults they made before the war. We all got one. Ain't much use to me now, but you might want such a thing after what you've been through. I know what it's like having something taken from you. And put this on too, so the locals don't pick on you for lacking modesty. Never was much my style anyway.
Thanks, Doc.
Don't mention it. It's what I'm here for. You should talk to Sunny Smiles before you leave town. She can help you learn to fend for yourself in the desert. She'll likely be at the saloon. I reckon some of the other folks at the saloon might be able to help you out too. And the metal fella, Victor, who pulled you out of your grave. Anyway, you ever get hurt out there, you come right back. I'll fix you up. But try not to get killed anymore.
And I'm not planning on doing hardcore mode. In my opinion, it makes the game a little bit more annoying than anything. Because eating food, drinking water, sleeping, it's just an extra thing for you to do. So I'm not going to go ahead and do that.
I expect you'll be wanting to go outside after being cooped up for so long, but if you have any questions, I'll answer what I can.
Let's see. Oh, isn't it customary for a doctor to prescribe follow-up medication?
Of course. You've been through a lot. Ain't much, but these'll do you right if the pain clears up.
But I'm in a lot of pain.
Of course. You've been through a lot. Ain't much, but these'll do you right if the pain flares up.
I guess as Napoleon Dynamite once said, but my lips hurt real bad. Alright, so let's go do the submachine gun. I can repair that now. And the chemistry set, let's make some more stim packs. And let's actually get this, and that over. All the courier stash stuff, let's get rid of it. Can't remember if super stim packs were in there. I know these were. I'll just throw those over. What else? What else? I think it might be... yeah. Canteen, don't need that. Get rid of that. And get rid of this. That. And the energy cells I picked up. Okay. Let's go back to looting Doc Mitchell's house. And we're almost done. It's just this room right here, his bathroom and his bedroom, his kitchen. Doesn't really matter what it is, we'll just go off and sell pretty much all of it before all is said and done. And Doc Mitchell's absolutely happy to let you take all of his stuff. He doesn't care. Some Braxo and this plunger right here. And we're almost done. We can go out into the wider world. And before we step outside, let's take a look at my stats. So as you saw, I took 3 strength, 5 perception, 7 endurance, 1 charisma, 9 intelligence, 8 agility, and 7 luck. And here are my skills. I got 18 barter, 16 energy, weapons and explosives, 37 guns, 36 lockpick, 34 medicine. Melee weapons is 12. I believe it's boosted because of my Vault 21 jumpsuit. Repair and science are 34, sneak is 27, speech is 35, but that's also boosted because of the jumpsuit, survival's 25, and unarmed is 20. So as you can see, my stats are relatively high for a level 1 character. I got 240 hit points and 89 action points, and my stats are this way because I took both good-natured and skilled, so my non-combat skills are going to be relatively high, and the negative effects from good-natured are cancelled out by skill. That's also another reason why I do this pair to start. Okay, and let's see. Yes, I know. We'll equip my 9mm for now. Yep. Tutorializing everything. I'm gonna wear my hat. And might as well get that menu out of the way. Cool. We're ready to head on outside. And we'll give it a minute. All of the DLC is going to come through. And give it a minute. The final one will come through shortly. There we go. I'm not playing this with mods. I don't usually like to play with too many mods, and I'm actually not very experienced with using mods just yet, so eventually I'll get into doing some mods. There's Sierra Madre. Let me find the radio, turn you off.
Howdy. You must be the one Doc Mitchell was patching up. Way I heard it, I didn't think you'd be walking out of that office. I've got plenty of supplies.
Well, I'm here, and you're gonna buy all my crap. Let's see. You can take this knife. I'm never gonna use it. Yeah. I'm gonna keep most of the good stuff, but this is not good healing materials. Oop. Don't want to sell those, I need those. A lot of stuff over here. I'm almost there. Still not 100% on playing on PC. Still getting used to some of the controls. Okay. Okay. Let's see what you got, Chet. I'm gonna buy a... Can I? No, I don't think I can afford that. I'll come back later. Let's see. Buy your bobby pins. Can never have too many bobby pins. Scope for the varmint rifle. That's gonna come in handy. Alright, I'm happy with that trade.
Give me a shout if you need anything else.
Later.
Take it easy now.
Okay. Go find Sunny. Here we go.
Cheyenne, stay. Don't worry, she won't bite unless I tell her to.
And you can help me survive out there?
Yeah, I guess there's a thing or two I could show you. Sounds like you need all the help you can get after what they done to you. Meet me outside, behind the saloon.
And once she leaves, I can actually take a repair magazine. Actually, back here is a couple more magazines that I didn't take. I usually rob this place blind, but not on this occasion. This is free though.
Now, see the sarsaparilla bottles on the fence there? Take this and try to hit a couple of them. That's the right idea. Look down the side. Try crouching down instead. Nice shot. Well, that's a start. But I don't reckon you came to me to learn to fight sarsaparilla bottles.
Nope.
Tell you what, I gotta go chase geckos away from our water supply anyway. Darn critters are attracted to it. Why don't you come along?
Sure, I'm in.
Follow me. It's just down to the southeast a short ways.
Alright. And I'm actually gonna mod that with the scope that I bought. So that way, now I got myself a working sniper rifle. So, the way that people normally will play this game is they'll go ahead and eventually start working their way towards building a sniper character. That's usually how it goes. Sniper characters are usually what works best in the world of New Vegas. You get those sneak attack reticles and you're able to pick off most enemies before they can even draw their weapon and find where you're coming from. So, unfortunately, that's not how it works too early on in the game because you don't have that high of a damage output. Your critical hits don't do as much damage. So I'm gonna go ahead, wait for a shot, and I missed. It's okay though. Not very perceptive. Here they come. There's one. And two. Let's loot the bodies. Get what we can. They're worth good money.
See? You're getting the hang of it. There's 2 more wells that still need clearing. You want, you can come along. It'd be worth a few caps to me.
Sure. I'll do it.
Shouldn't take more than a couple minutes, especially with 2 of us. Come with me.
Actually, I'm gonna use my pistol. Varmint rifle it just doesn't do it for me, you know. I'll use it, but it's not very good. Nice. There we go, and I'm gonna take a shortcut off the cliff to get to the final well and save this woman before she dies. Or at least try to. There we go.
Holy moly. If you hadn't come here like you've done, I'd be a goner for sure. I came up here to draw water, but here, you should have what I got. You look thirsty.
And that's why I did that. Usually, she doesn't survive if you take the long way around. Let's loot these corpses, and we'll be on our way. Where's the third one? Oh, over here.
Now that was some good work. Even got a little exciting there at the end. Here's a little spending money for the trouble. One more thing I wanted to show you. Thought I might teach you about living off the land and making useful things for yourself. Interested?
Sure, why not?
All right then.
More
We'll
XP.
need a couple ingredients to get started. Gonna want some xander root and a brock flower. Let me think now. I know I've seen brock flowers growing up at the graveyard, and I seem to remember there being xander root over by the schoolhouse. Bring those on back to me, and we'll get cooking.
Alright. And actually, you don't actually have to go up to the schoolhouse or the graveyard for those supplies there. You can get them right over here. Up this way. So, yeah, I'm happy with my character. Xander root, right here, and brock flower. A little overkill, but who cares? And brock flower, and that's everything you need.
Let me see what you got. Yeah, these'll do just fine. Just fine. Alright now. We're gonna be making something folks on the trail call healing powder. Go on over to that campfire now. Give it a try.
So, cook this up. And healing powder.
Hey, that's not bad, see? All it takes to make a recipe is the right ingredients and the right know-how. Sometimes it won't be a campfire you need. Might need to do some work on your guns and ammo, maybe. Important thing to get is it's all the same idea. You just need to find the right place to set up shop. Workbench or reloading bench, whatever. Well, I hope that's enough to get you started. I'm heading back now. Hope I didn't miss anything good on the jukebox. Cheyenne would never forgive me. Hey, do me a favor. Trudy, she's the bartender up at the Prospector. Kind of the town mom. She likes to meet newcomers. She'd be cross with me if I didn't ask you to poke your head in and say hi.
Okay, and now we're kind of on our own. That's the end of the tutorial. So over here, this guy.
Hello? Can you help me?
He's a liar. What's wrong, dude?
My girl is trapped by geckos on the ridge, and I can't get to her. Please, she's going to die.
Oh, well, where is she?
Go up the path, past the broken radio tower, and go to the right. They're at the top of the trail.
Oh, for some reason, I don't believe you, but I'll see what I can do.
You will? Thank you for helping me. Please hurry.
He's actually just waiting for you to clear out the geckos so he can get to the loot that's up there. Spoiler warning. So what I might do, if I can nail him from here, probably not. Let's see. I hit him. There we go. And I leveled up from that. Alright, let's get my barter up to 25. I think I may need it to be 25 explosives. 20. Everything else seems fine, so let's do a few more in explosives. And I will take let's do Swift Learner to counteract that negative effect of that skilled perk. Alright. That's all I want from him. Let's do some repairs on this. And we should be good to go. And that's why sniper characters are a little overpowered in this game. You get that sneak attack critical, man. That's all that matters. There's another. And this is a relatively low level gun too. There he is. Getting a little exciting here. I'm gonna take some damage, but that's okay. Ooh, lucky. There's some damage there. He thought he'd get away. You think, no, stay away, don't shoot me anymore. Nope. Huh. Alright. Got him. Alright. I love these animations. They just add so much more to the world. Something that we missed out on a little bit with Fallout 4. No weapon condition, no armor condition. I mean, it was annoying, to say the least, but it made things seem, I don't know, deeper. Almost done. One more. And ooh, lucky drop. Some leather armor. I'll put that on. I'll disarm that. And here's 10mm. Ramen steak. Alright. And if I hadn't killed Barton Thorne, he actually would have been running up to me at this point and saying, "Oh, well, sorry, I tricked you." No, you're not. I took care of him. It's fast travel. World map. Good Springs. Yes. Alright, and we're gonna go inside the Prospector Saloon.
I'm done being nice. If you don't hand Ringo over soon, I'm going to get my friends and we're burning this town to the ground. Got it?
We'll keep that in mind. Now, if you're not gonna buy something, get out.
Nice guy, huh? Alright. Let's talk to Trudy.
Well, you've been causing quite a stir. Glad I finally got to meet you. Welcome to the Prospector Saloon.
I overheard that argument.
Looks like our little town got itself dragged into the middle of something we don't want anything to do with. About a week ago, this traitor, Ringo, comes into town. Survivor of an attack, he says. Bad men after him. Needs a place to hide. We figured he was just in shock, so we gave him a place to lie low. We didn't actually expect anyone to come after him.
Well, where is he now?
He's holed up at the abandoned gas station up the hill.
What are you gonna do?
Some of the others, like Sonny, will probably stand up for Ringo if he asks for help, which he hasn't. Personally, I hope he sneaks out of town one night and takes the powder gangers with him.
Why not just kill him then?
You mean murder him? That's not our way, even if Cobb is scum. He can bluster and threaten all he wants.
Alright, well, let's talk about something else then.
Alright.
I'm looking for the people who attacked me. Do you know anything about them?
Not much, other than they're a bunch of freeloaders who expected a few rounds on the house. I was able to get them to pay up, though. Of course, one of the great cons did knock my radio to the floor, by accident, and it hasn't been working since.
Did they say where they were going, though?
They were having some kind of argument about it, but the guy in the checkered coat kept shushing them. Sounded like they came in from the north through Quarry Junction. If that's the case, I can't say I blame them for not wanting to go back.
Why?
That whole area is overrun with the kind of critters that just get mad if you shoot them. Merchants avoid that whole stretch of I-15 like it's radioactive, which it could be for all I know.
But where are they going?
I didn't hear exactly, but the leader was talking about the strip. Fellow wants to get there and avoid the 15, he'd have to go east. Take Highway 93 up.
And I'll take a look at your radio.
Sure, the outside looks okay, but I think something broke on the inside. There'd be caps in it for you. I do like to hear what's going on in the world. And that Mr. New Vegas seems like such a gentleman.
Solid. Alright, bye.
Be careful out there.
Actually, hang on 1 second. Let me turn you off. And turn this back on. I got the repair skill. And turn it off.
Feeling thirsty? I can take care of that.
Fixed your radio.
Yeah, I heard it turn right back on after you got done tinkering with it. Here's some caps for the work.
Give me more money.
Not at all. I'm never sure how much is normally charged for this sort of thing. Here's some additional caps. That should be enough. Now, how about spending some of those caps in the saloon?
How about give me more money?
Got a special discount for you, after what you done for us.
Let's see. I'll sell you some of this and drugs and that and that. Ooh, you can't afford that, can you? And I will take this. I'll take all the Sunset Sarsaparilla you got. I'm happy with that.
Another satisfied customer.
Bye.
Be careful out there.
Alright, and let's see. Where's... I don't think Sonny came back yet. Alright, well... Okay, let's go take a visit and see Ringo.
That's close enough. Who are you, and what do you want with me?
Well, I'm not an enemy.
Sorry about the gun. You just caught me off guard, that's all. We got off to a bad start. Let's say we start over with a friendly game of Caravan. You know how to play?
Do you know there's a guy named Joe Cobb looking for you? Not me. Same name, except for the Cobb part. But, you know, he's looking for you.
Yeah. He doesn't look very tough, though. I hear he's afraid I'll shoot him down from one of the windows when I see him. And he's right. I'll have a much bigger problem once his friends show up. There's no way I could handle all of them in a gunfight.
Well, what are you gonna do about him then?
I'm gonna lay low for as long as I can, assuming the town doesn't throw me to the wolves. I've got no chance against the gang on my own.
Well, I could help.
We'd just end up sharing the same grave if it's just the two of us. Now, if some of the other people in town were also on board...
I'll ask and see who wants to help.
Start with Sunny Smiles. She's been friendlier than most around here.
Alright, and I think that's it for now. The recording's going on for long enough, so I'm gonna end it here. This is Fallout New Vegas. I'm gonna try and make this a little bit more of a regular thing on the channel. I don't know how long I'm gonna continue it on for. I think I just might do a standard run through of the main quest, do the DLC, pretty standard. Well, we'll see. Anyway, if you made it to this point in the video, thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. I've been Joe, this is Joe Plays Games, and this is Fallout New Vegas. I will see you next time. Bye.